Hi everybody, so we're finally getting to the end of Pete the Private Eye. So I just wanted to let you guys know how excited I am to make this big reveal. So let's get to it. Pete the Private Eye and the Mysterious Family Vacation. Good morning, class. This is our last day of school before summer break. Why don't we all go around and talk about what we plan on doing for the next 2 months, Mrs. Flynn said. Pete raised his hand and told his class about how he and his family were going to go to his grandparents' house in Hawaii. The kids all oohed and ahed. They asked him a million questions about the island and some of the things he does there. He told the class how he goes sailing and swimming with the help of his mom and dad. They all were excited to hear about all the wonderful things that he had planned. Little did Pete know that this vacation would be so much more than what he expected. A few days later, after school was out and the sleepover was done and gone, Pete was in his room packing all the things he would need for the trip. He could not wait. He absolutely loved the beach. He always hoped that when he was there, he would find buried treasure somewhere in the sand. After he was done packing, Pete got ready for bed and dreamt of going on an adventure in a cave where a pot of gold and gems were hidden along the coast of the beach. He had heard about this myth many times and was determined to find it this time around. The next morning, Pete and his family woke up extra early to head to the airport. When they arrived, Pete told his little sister all about his plan to look for treasure, and she asked if she could come along. He agreed, and the two of them laughed and played through the entire flight, talking about what they were going to do. When the flight landed, Pete and his sister gathered their things and went to hug their grandparents. After everything was settled, Pete and his family went to his grandparents' house that was right on the beach. He put away his things, ate a healthy lunch, and went outside with his sister. They were determined to find this mysterious cave. They searched everywhere and could not find anything. Eventually, they gave up and decided to play in the ocean. When they were done, they went back inside and headed to bed. They just knew that tomorrow they would try again. The next day, Pete and Katie woke up bright and early before their parents. They ran into their room and jumped on the bed. They asked if they could go play on the beach. Their parents opened their sleepy eyes and said yes. Pete and Katie were out the door and began walking towards the beach. The two of them went on yet another search for the mysterious treasure. The parents finally got out of bed and watched their kids spend hours walking along the beach, picking up seashells and splashing in the water. The parents had no idea what they were really doing. The two siblings had a wonderful day, and right as they were about to head back, Pete's cane began to beep. He said, "Oh, let's look over here. I have a feeling we will find that hidden treasure." Katie asked him, "Pete, how does your cane know where an object is?" He told her, "Okay, I'll tell you. You have to keep it a secret." She shook her head, okay, and he explained that he uses Braille on his cane to communicate the item that he is looking for. Then, when the cane locates the missing object, it begins to beep so silently that only he can hear it. After revealing the secret to Katie, Pete heard the beep again. There was the cave surrounded by sand. They slowly approached, hoping a lion or a bear wasn't about to pop out at them. Pete then realized the beep was coming from the sand, right in front of the cave. They both started digging with their sandcastle tools, and Pete even used his cane as a tool to dig. After a few minutes of digging, they finally reached something, and to their surprise, it was a wooden box. They slowly opened the box, and inside, it was not a treasure, but a bunch of letters written by an ancient explorer who had lost his treasure hundreds of years ago. Pete felt very proud to have found the treasure. He had been able to solve many mysteries before, but none like this one. With the help of Katie reading the letters, the kids learned all about the explorer and what he had lost. Pete was so happy he couldn't wait to tell his friends about the best vacation he ever had. When he got home, his friends asked him once and for all to tell them how he uses the cane to solve these mysteries. He told them the secret of his magical cane. They then asked Pete to teach them Braille so they could learn how the cane worked. He taught them that each combination of dots on his cane represented a letter or a number. He explained that this makes it possible for him to spell out the word so his cane knows what object it is looking for. Then, once it locates the item, it sends a silent beep that only he can hear. Jimmy was the most excited to learn this. He felt like he had waited forever to know the secret. They all laughed as the boys took turns using the cane to search for lost objects. And that is how Pete solves mysteries. I hope it was a great reveal, and I hope you guys liked it. I will be back with something totally brand new in a few days. Mwah.